Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your girl Bernicia. Welcome back to N.E.X.T. Okay, so I'm here with another video for you guys today. First up on the docket, I want to talk about N.E.X.T. Okay, now this is the first time he's made it to my docket, and I'm gonna be real with you guys. I don't really know much about this kid. Actually, he drew my attention because he just went viral this past week. Okay, so N.E.X.T, who is a rapper from Louisiana. All right, he's a known affiliate of YoungBoy NBA YoungBoy, whatever his name is. Apparently, they're childhood friends of some sort. Okay, so anywho, this guy started trending this week because he decided to make a suggestion. All right, so he put it out there that he feels like he have a good idea as to what is going to bring down the murder rate. Okay, so before I share my thoughts, let me go ahead and show you guys this clip, and then I'll come back in.
It just go viral, y'all, because I'm on some real shit right now. Just thinking, if y'all want the murder rate to go fucking down, why y'all on this make a fucking state for straight grade niggas, straight hitters, and let us just kill each other? Let us just go dumb, you hear me? And if the other ones kill outside of the state lines, the government get to kill them or kill y'all. Like, if the ones won't bang for the rest of our life, let us get a part of the world where we just could bang it. Like, this our life. Like, you can't get mad because we bang. We tired of going to jail for banging. This is some shit we love to do. Well, what I love to do, I love to bang and I'm back on that type of shit. So, like, ain't just too much police shit involved right now, man. Like, if niggas think something today, then it's a important person from that side, it's bound a nigga who did it going to the feds. If ain't no late night shit. You feel me?
Now, like I said, I don't know much about this dude, N.E.X.T. He's a rapper, okay? And some of you may disagree with this because this may be an unpopular opinion, but I get a sense that he's one of those rappers who won't blow up unless he gets killed. Okay, it's a lot of times you don't hear about these guys unless you see a RIP thread line, and then you see everybody's playing their music and listening to their music. I've seen it happen time and time again. Okay, one of the reasons why I feel that way is because, first of all, sir, when you woke up this morning, you must was on some serious demon time, okay? What made you feel like anything that you said made sense? Okay, you know how people say shit and they just want to hear themselves talk? That's pretty much what this young man was doing. I feel like he was basically going for, saying some outrageous shit to go viral sort of type of vibe. I don't really feel like this young man actually believed the bullshit that came out of his mouth. Okay.
Stop. You lying motherfucker, stop. Stop.
Nigga, you gotta go. The fuck is wrong with you?
Okay. And I say that because, first of all, nigga, what world do you want to live in where it's a state full of motherfuckers that just want to kill each other? Like, what sense does that make? What fun, what pleasure do you get out of living in a neighborhood or living anywhere where a motherfucker might just off you just cuz? What sense does that make? Like, think about it. It's almost as senseless as that fucked up white chalk line that's around his edges.
You go get a damn job.
Yeah.
That's just how senseless this shit is, what he just said. Okay? And let me be real with you, honey. You ain't the first motherfucker that came up with that concept. I'm going to tell you right now. I live in Fort Pierce, Florida. If you don't know anything about Fort Pierce, Florida, Google it, bitch. Because we stay on the news, okay? And I'm going to tell you one thing about it. That concept where he's talking about put all the niggas in one spot, all the killers in one spot, and let them kill each other. One state, just have a state of killers. Listen, the police do that shit now. I'm going to tell you right now. Motherfuckers get shot and killed. The police don't arrive until 30, 45 minutes later when the motherfucking gun dust don't settle. That's when the police show up to the scene. That's how they operate around here. See, he think that shit nice, but when a nigga get shot or get hurt and he got a call for help, if you in a state where all the killers are just thrown over there in that one state, nigga, fuck that. If you want to do all of that, nigga, just go to prison.
What? What?
Nigga, you gotta go. The fuck is wrong with you?
Okay? Go to prison and go hang out with the motherfucking killers, and you go get killed over there with the killers, bitch. Because if that was a possibility, if they did have a state like that, I guarantee your bitch ass wouldn't want to be there. Okay? That's the problem with these young people now. Don't want to get no money. Don't know how to treat no woman. Don't know how to take care of their motherfucking kids. Only thing it's about is shooting, killing the niggas, riding for their dog, riding for their homie. Like, y'all niggas be around here gang banging with no point. The gang bangers and the gangsters and all of that, they were supposed to, those groups of gangs like Crips and Bloods, those groups were founded by people to protect the neighborhoods. Nigga, nothing that you saying sound protective or defensive. It just sound dumb. I don't know. Some people might think that this nigga got a point, but I don't think this nigga got a point. Okay? So y'all just let me know in the comment section how y'all feel about that. But yeah, when I seen that shit run across my timeline, it just pissed me off. I just had to say something. Okay? I left a comment, but you know how you be so motherfucking mad, you be text typing and you be fucking up all the words. So I had to go delete the motherfucking comment under that shit and just say, fuck it, bitch, I'm gonna talk about you on the podcast. I got some time. I got some motherfucking time.
But I want to be clear. I know some of us love our children, but some of our children are so far gone that we're going to have to put some of them to sleep in order to take back the neighborhood. Some of y'all don't want to hear that because you don't live in reality. But I'm telling you, as a psychologist, I'm not going to be able to psychologize all of them on the corner. Some of them going to sleep for God!
But speaking of God's time, let's get into Rollie. Rollie. Alright, so we're going to dig into Rollie, but real quick, before I get to Rollie, let me just line up the story for y'all real quick, okay? So, basically, Ivory just came out. She's feeling some type of way. Now, mind you, it's too early in the game for her to be feeling some type of way, because if she reacting like this after, you know, watching the episodes in the beginning of the season, bitch, you got a lot of more anger to build up, okay? Because we ain't even halfway through the season yet. That's first and foremost, okay? But anywho, Ivory just watched this past week's episode, and the scene where Natalie and Rollie and Scotty were sitting down and they was having a discussion about Ivory, and one of the girls mentioned that it was giving bully. I think Rollie said it was giving bully. Ivory just felt the ways about that, and she was just speaking out about, you know, how she felt. Let me go ahead and play that clip for y'all real quick.
I'm very confused with Rollie.
And she said she didn't want to come into this whole thing being a bully, and that's kind of what it's given.
Every day it was people was coming up to me, asking me, was I okay? Was I feeling all right? Calling me, even when as far as sending me witch hazel and cotton balls for my black eye. Like, it's just like, where's this energy coming from? To where I'm away from you sitting on the couch with Rollie. I mean, you sitting on the couch with Natalie and Scotty. Now I'm a bully. It's just like, why wasn't you saying this shit to my face? And then we were just together 2 weeks ago, and you still didn't bring that up, still didn't mention that, nothing. I just hate to see shit on TV and people be in my face smiling. You feel me? Like, don't be in my face smiling, being buddy with me, and then turn around and go talk about me. I don't like that. And then y'all have chances to tell me, at least. Like, after the show was over, we leave.
Okay, so basically, Ivory's feeling some kind of way because she feels like, you know, the girls been playing a lot of games. They've been plotting on Big Ive, okay? And to be honest, they have been, okay? The whole situation with the name change, the room situation, all of that, it's like they were trying to produce so that Ivory would, you know, activate, okay? And Ivory feels some kind of way because she came into the situation saying that she didn't want to behave a certain kind of way. She wanted to try to, change up, calm down and all that good shit. And so she feels some type of way for that, because of how they tried her with the name change situation with her and Big Lex. And now that this episode has aired, she feel like they calling her, she's mad at the fact that they're calling her a bully. First of all, bitch, the truth hurts. Okay, you are a bully, right? While I can't say that she's being a bully on baddies, she has that reputation that precedes baddies, okay? So she came onto the show with that reputation already on her, right? And initially she was given bully because the way that she ran down on Summer, damn, I wish I can remember this girl name because she left a comment under my last video. And she was basically like, how Jazz came for Summer and things like that. But like I told that girl, no. If Summer should have been picking on anybody or having beef with anybody the whole season, it should have been Ivory. Because Ivory was the one who was basically coming at Summer and manhandling Summer. She the one that started shit first. Okay? So initially she did came off like a sort of like a bully in the first episode, okay? But I honestly can't call her a bully as far as baddies is concerned because she keep fucking with Lex, but she can't whoop Lex, okay? Like, she's not beating Lex up, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't terrorizing the bitch, you ain't bullying them, okay? So I wouldn't call her a bully as far as baddies concerned. But either way, bitch, you're too sensitive. You're too sensitive.
What? What?
To be so thuggish, ruggish, and all this other shit, bitch. You is a sensitive ass gangster. Okay? You can't be around here. Your skin got to get a little bit thicker. If you like to be laying bitches out and knocking bitches out the way you do, ain't no way in the hell you should be crying because the bitch said that you a bully. I'm just saying, make it make sense. It's just like Jeffrey Dahmer crying because people calling his ass a fucking carnivore. Okay? You are a fucking carnivore. Why cry because people are acknowledging that fact out loud? I'm just saying. So anyway, Rollie comes into play because, her and Ivory's been getting pretty cool. They've been hanging out and things like that. So Ivory felt like it was pretty fake, of Rollie to say that, you know what I'm saying, and not tell her to her face. Which, bitch, at the end of the day, all them hoes fake. Rollie, literally, that group of girls that's sitting on that couch right there, that group of girls, Rollie has had a fight or an altercation with all of them. She's fought Jela, she's fought Natalie, and she slapped the shit out of Scotty. So what made you feel, especially if you watched the show before, what made you feel like you could come in there and just think that these girls are going to have any type of loyalty or any type of, you know what I'm saying? Like, you should have came in there with your guard up any motherfucking way, because you see how shit works. You already see how shit works. These bitches don't stay friends for long. They ain't real friends to each other. So who are you? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what she was expecting, but no. And so, anywho, people feel that Rollie is basically copping deuces when it comes to Ivory, because after Ivory made that live, Rollie got under there and commented and basically threw Jela under the bus. Here's a picture of the live, picture of what she posted. I'm not gonna read that shit. I'm gonna play the clip of her talking about a situation, and I'm gonna come back in from there, okay?
We was all chilling because we are definitely not all to get always together when we're filming. So we all, started, conversating and filming and shit like that. And there was a phone call that happened. And the phone call persisted of Jela asking another baddie to fight Ivory because she wanted to fight Natalie. And what was asked back to Jela, well, that's your friend, so why won't you fight for her? There was nothing said. Y'all not gonna never see another fight between Ivory and Jela because she's not gonna fight. But for you to sit here and call somebody else while you're on your way to set, I don't know who the fuck possessed this girl to do that. But while you're on your way to set,
When you're on your way to set, why the fuck would you call any of us trying to set up a fight? And we literally was with Ivory earlier that day. Ivory had just got her hair done. She was like, I'm not even on that shit. I'm not even trying to fight today. I'm trying to look cute. I just got my hair done. Everything. No problem. We all knew that. Besides Jela, because she wasn't there yet. So while we sitting here just like confused, like what the fuck is going on? Why would she call and ask for us to take off on, or to fight, beat up Ivory, or take off on Ivory? So now the bitch talk about some, when you losing an argument, something. Me and Ivory never had an argument. Me and Ivory was on the phone earlier.
Now, Rollie, what do Jela have to do with what Ivory talking about?
Nigga, no.
Okay, Ivory ain't said nothing about Jela. She said that she felt the ways because of what you said about the comment that you made. Okay, you said that you talked to her. You said that you apologized, that y'all discussed it, whatever the case was, that it wasn't like that. So, bitch, why for God would you just throw Jela under the fucking bus like that?
My client should go right to fucking jail. The son of a bitch is guilty. Man there.
I'm just saying, like, child. But on the other hand, though, if what she's saying is true, then Jela, ooh, girl, I am side of you. Cause not the same bitch that's like, I'm never ducking from a fade. I'm never running from no bitch. I'm not scared of no bitch. Well, I'm like, Tasiki, that's your friend. Why don't you take the fade? Because if you knew that your friend Natalie couldn't whoop Ivory, and so you was trying to recruit somebody to beat up Ivory or fight Ivory for Natalie, bitch, you should have took that fade for your motherfucking self. You should have took that fade for your friend. That's your bestie. You should have took that fade for her, okay? But I'm gonna tell you what. After Jayla fought Ivory ass that one time, she said, bitch, hell nah. Hell no. To the no. You know what? It's crazy because I really hope that ain't true. Like, I hope that there's more to the story than that. Because I know Rollie ass like to exaggerate and put her own sauce on shit a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna call the girl a liar like that, but she do like to twist the story a bit. And you know what I'm saying? You know how bitch play telephone? And by the time you get the message, the bitches are just only a semblance of what the original message was.
Stop. You lying motherfucker, stop. Stop.
That's kind of what Rollie gives sometimes. Like she there's some truth in there, but it be a lot of shit that she added in there too. But what I will say though, if she is telling the truth, then it does make sense. Okay, it does make sense. Cause like I told y'all, if y'all watch my recaps, I be clocking this shit. Before the last episode even dropped, I had finished my video and posted my video, and I said in the last recap, episode 11 recap, I told y'all that Natalie was starting to feel a ways about Ivory, right? And that's before yesterday's episode just dropped, and Natalie was saying how Ivory pulled her to the side and told her that if whoever give Big Lex the chain, she gonna fight him, right? And I said before, I mentioned that shit in my episode 11 recap. I told y'all that I sensed that there was something, that Natalie wasn't feeling that shit, that she felt like Ivory was getting beside herself, okay? And I was talking about the whole situation that happened at the club when Ivory getting on the microphone talking about some this my shit, and things like that. But I knew that Natalie, I've been watching Natalie long enough to know when she started getting irritated with a bitch. I seen it when she started getting irritated with Krishan. I seen it when she started getting irritated with Stunner Girl. I seen it when she started getting irritated with Scotty and Biggie. So I know how Natalie gets when she really ain't feeling some shit. And it's like that calm before the storm. Because Natalie be doing a lot of shit, backbiting and shit behind the scenes too. But you start to see her attitude and her demeanor changed towards a motherfucker when they fucking rub the wrong button when it comes to her. You know what I'm saying? And so I peeped that shit on episode 11. I peeped that Natalie wasn't feeling Ivory and how she was overreacting, okay? So if Jela's trying to recruit somebody to fight Ivory, you best believe that Natalie knows about it, okay? Natalie, at this point, I don't blame her for not fighting. I'm not saying that I think she's just terrified of Ivory, because at the end of the day, Natalie holds the power. Ivory could probably beat her, but at the end of the day, that'd be a bad motherfucking mistake. If Ivory put hands on that, she gonna be another fucking E.T. fucking banned and dismembered away from the whole show. Bitch, E.T. can't catch a break. Okay? And she's gonna end up being like that if she make the wrong moves. That's why Ivory has been giving Natalie a lot of passes. She's called her messy in the more recent times. She's called her messy and things like that, and she's fake. But as for wanting to fight Natalie, Ivory, the bitch ain't as crazy as y'all think. Okay, she know that that'd be the wrong move. But her best bet would be to fight somebody that's close to Natalie. Okay, beat Jela ass at the reunion. I'm gonna tell you that, because if that bitch tried to set you up, whoop her motherfucking ass. Okay, that's it, and that's that. I mean, like I said, I feel like Ivory too fucking sensitive. Like, bitch, you have no right to be sensitive. They called you a bully. Oh, fucking well. I'm pretty sure you've been called worse. Okay, but when you act like a bully and you behave like one, and you treat people a certain kind of way, then that's the stigma that you got. And unfortunately, she had that stigma before she came to Baddies. I get it that you want to change up and do something new. But when you go to doing ignorant shit like, bitch, I'll piss on you, and throwing liquor at people and fucking doing stupid shit, then that's what the image that people are going to remember. People always remember your worst moments, not your best. So I'm just leave that there. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Do y'all think Rollie was, throwing Jela under the bus? Oh. Now, as far as her bringing up Jela, I think she was like, I think it was a situation like, bitch, why even bring up Jela? You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I don't think that Rollie was throwing Jela under the bus because she was scared of Ivory. No, I don't think that's the case. I think that Ivory and Rollie do get along, and she just don't want the fans and the commenters to make Ivory feel some type of way about her, because she feels like she's being genuine to Ivory, right? But on the other hand, it's like, okay, bitch, I'm being genuine to you, but this bitch over here trying to plot on you. You know how a motherfucker get in trouble, but they want to tell on everybody else too. It ain't because they think it's going to save them. They just want everybody else to go down with their ass. Okay? I'm just saying, like, I don't know, but I don't really, I don't know. I don't really care too much about, Rollie, spilling the beans on Jela, because like she said, her and Jela they don't talk, they not cool. You know what I'm saying? They been stopped being cool. That's it, but that's the part of the problem though. Y'all have a lot of shit going on that's not on camera. So when we watch y'all on the show, certain things just don't translate correctly, because it's like y'all portray one image, but then we find out that y'all was never friends or never cool or whatever the case was. I think they need to have more authenticity about what's displayed on that show. Okay, bitch? Because y'all will have a motherfucking confused. Okay? Y'all probably confused. Fuck that. But yeah, let me know in the comment section how y'all feel about that. Do y'all think that Ivory is sensitive? Being too sensitive? Do y'all think that Rollie was wrong for throwing Jela under the bus? And how do y'all feel about the whole setup situation with Jela and Natalie? Do y'all think that Natalie knows or knew that Jela was trying to set up a fight for Ivory? Who knows? Who knows, child? So anyway, moving on. So before I get out of here, I want to talk about this video that's went viral. Let's take a look.
Abana abaali bakasazo nga tukyasoma baavu. Wallahi ebyana ebyasembanga biyina ssente bisinga. kati bali Allah yabawa magezi kati ate bano n'abawa ssente.
Now, I don't know what was being said in that video, but words was not needed. Okay? So, this video right here has made over 6 million views. Okay? And it has sparked a conversation that I think that people has been having behind the scenes for centuries. Okay? For ages. Right? About these DL men. Okay? And so it's a lot of mixed reactions to this video, because as you guys can clearly see, the bride and the groom are sitting there. You have the bride on one side, you have the groom's men, what do you call that, the man of honor or whatever you call them, the best man, sitting on the other end in the blue suit. Okay, now as you can see clearly from looking at the video, that the groom has his hand placed in the inner thigh of the man of honor, or the best man. Okay, and just looking at that, it ain't right. Okay, and clearly the wife was upset. Now we can't confirm or deny, but the wife was upset about this interaction between them two. Here's a close-up of her face. She didn't seem too happy to me. Okay? Now, the reason why I felt the need to speak on this is because I see that a lot of people are villainizing the man. Okay? Don't get me wrong. The optics look crazy. Okay? But this is my thing. Me having been around, bore witness to men who are DL or were DL. Listen, it's nothing about that man that's DL. Okay? Whatever he got going on with his side piece of meat Sloan sitting right there, it ain't a secret. Okay? And the wife know about it. And I'm going to tell you why. Because any man who's on a DL wouldn't be caught red-handed. Especially at their motherfucking wedding reception. Sitting there with a man all cuddled up with a man with his hand on the inner thigh, on the man's inner thigh. See, a lot of men who are DL, they act so, they tend to be the most raging homophobes. Right? They put out this persona. They act like they so against gay people. They so against the whole ideology, the whole thing, right? But those be the main motherfuckers. You ever see a guy that soon as a gay dude walking into the space, he minding his motherfucking business, and you see the man just go to squirming and getting uncomfortable and spewing out all kind of hatred and rhetoric? That's because something about that person attracted you, and you hate the fact that you are attracted to that person, but you really are attracted to that person. So you try hard. You know that you're uncomfortable internally, and you're afraid that people can see it. So instead of, you know what I'm saying, instead of dealing with that, they project that confusion, and it translates as homophobic rhetoric, as hatred. Okay, let me tell y'all where I'm coming from. Okay, because like I said, I don't feel like this woman, it's a secret that this woman knows she knows her man is gay. Okay, judging by that nice ass dress and the nice decor of the wedding, from the little clip I seen, it looks like this guy is one African, and he could quite possibly got a few dollars. Okay, by the looks of her, he most definitely got a few dollars. Okay, I think she knows this man is the way he is. But I see people going on the comments like, oh my God, he's definitely DL. Oh, she's going to catch him in bed one day. Well, bitch, she probably already have. You will be amazed what people will do for a check. Bitches be knowing that these men be out here doing whatever they do and they want to act surprised. No, because when you get into a relationship with somebody and you are sexually active with somebody, they will, if they swing a certain way, if they like a certain type of thing that's not of the norm. If a man likes some dick and you have sex with him, you gonna be able to tell. Okay? It's certain things he gonna like sexually. It's certain things that he gonna do that you gonna know that he don't like only women. Okay? A lot of bitches be knowing, but they be putting the shit in the back of their mind, they be trying to ignore the signs, or maybe the money good and they just want to, you know what I'm saying, pray to God that the shit don't come back to bite them. Like, pray to God he don't do some shit where everybody find out, like how this woman was acting. That was the reaction of a bitch that's like, you embarrassing me. Okay? Like, you and your pet dick, y'all could wait until y'all get in the dark. Okay? Right now, everybody's watching us. And that's the vibe and energy I got. You know how I know? Because when she got up with a straight face. She was mad at the motherfucker when she was on that couch looking at their ass. But she got up, smoothed out her dress, and walked off. Trying to play it cool. But a bitch who really don't know what's going on and see that something going suspect, oh, it would have been a lot more reaction than what the fuck he got sitting right there. I feel like the girl know. The girl know her man gay. And a lot of bitches be knowing that they man gay. And they be sitting up here trying to act motherfucking surprised. Your man like another man. He might like pussy too, but he definitely like him some dick. And you be knowing it, but you be trying to pretend like you don't. And then you want to villainize the motherfucking man because he being who he is. And you knew who he was. But you still chose to fuck with him. And when the shit hit the fan, oh my God, he's gay. He's gay. I didn't know, but you knew. You knew. I'm going to tell y'all a story, right? So when I was in high school, and this is one of a few different situations where, let's just say, somebody I know was kicked out of the closet, per se. So anyway, I used to hang with this girl named, we're going to just say her name is Danielle. Okay? So I hung out with this girl in high school. You know, she ran with the clique. We wasn't like best friends or nothing like that, but she was part of the clique. Right? And we knew that, you know, the whole school talked about her relationship with her boyfriend because it's like they stayed fighting, they stayed beefing, getting back together. But she was dating one of the finest motherfucking niggas that was in the school at the time, right? We all juniors. They seniors, you know what I'm saying? They older guys. He on a football team. So, you know, all of us probably was dating, you know, somebody from the football team. But this nigga, he was fine. Fine as fuck. But he was light skinned. I have nothing against y'all light skinned niggas, but I avoid y'all like the plague. I'm just saying. So, you got this fine ass, light skinned ass nigga. You know, him and Danielle, they kicking it, they rocking it hard. And, you know, before the school year was out, she found out she was pregnant. Matter of fact, she found out she was pregnant, like, in our last quarter of the school year, right? So, tell me why, you know, when she found out she was pregnant, she didn't tell him off rip. She told us. She told the girls. So we all sitting up there talking. We plotting on ways to, like, you know, how should we tell him? Well, how should she tell him? You know, we giving her ideas of how to, like, tell him the news or whatever. Because you know, they got an up and down type of relationship. You know what I'm saying? So she's scared to tell him. She's scared to say anything. But we like, you know, you should tell him. You should tell him and see how he reacts. Because, you know, if he reacts a certain kind of way, you know what kind of guy he is. Such and such, such and such. You know how it is. So, anywho, all of us, it's 4 of us. Child, we walked to his house. Mind you, his house was like a block away from hers. We were all at her house at the time. So, we walk over there the whole time. We plotting and planning. She's sweating, nervous. Because she don't know how to break the news to him. She's scared to tell her parents. There's just like so much, right? So we get to the house. She knocks on the door. No answer. She knock again. No answer. Now, at this time, this back in the early 2000s. So, at this time, people still had house phones, right? This nigga ain't have a cell phone. So, she called this house phone. Heard the house phone go off. Nobody answered the phone. She didn't hear no movement. So, she was like, he gotta be home. He gotta be home. He told me he was sick. He stayed home from school today. He told me he was sick. He gotta be home. So she walked around to his room window and knocked on the door. It was a lot of movement. Sounded like somebody was falling. You know how a bitch be shuffling around? You can hear shuffling around, right? So, mind you, he don't know that the rest of us out there. He just see her at the room window. So he telling her, he like, oh, babe. He like, babe, give me a second. I'm trying to move my dresser. I gotta move my dresser real quick. I'm gonna move my dresser and then I'm gonna open the door. Just give me a minute. Tell me why a nigga come running out the side door. Mind you, from the front door, right? We at the front door, the front of the house. His room was on the left side of the house, right? Maybe 10 feet away from the front door. That's his room window right there. His room was in the front of the house, on the left side. But they had a side door in the open car garage, right? A nigga come running out the side door in his boxers and his pants clutched in his hands. So he come running around the back. But because we standing in the front, we got a clear line of view. And we see the guy. And we know this guy. And this guy is an openly gay guy. Right? So, me and the girls, we just looking at each other like,
What? What?
we don't know at this point that he's stalling her on the other side. So, anywho, he comes to the front door. She tells us that, she'll holler at us later. Tell us why she called us less than an hour later. I wouldn't even say a whole hour later, crying like a motherfucker. I guess, apparently, when she went in the house, in the room, it was condoms, used condoms on the floor. 2 of them. She seen Vaseline everywhere. And at the time, she ain't putting two together. She know he cheating, but she know he he fucked somebody, because he ain't have enough time to clean up all the evidence. So she found 2 of the condoms, used condoms, in the room. Right? She seen the Vaseline everywhere. She ain't putting two together because we hadn't yet told her about the dude running out the side of the house. So then we finally fill in the blanks to her story. And so her being in disbelief and not wanting to believe this, she calls up this guy. Because like I told y'all, we knew the dude. She calls up the guy. And the guy confirms.
Nigga, no.
You are gay.
He also filled in some blanks for her too. Because remember when I told y'all that her and him would have these fights? They had this tumultuous, relationship. Well, he would fight with her. He would fight with Danielle so that he can have time to be with his man. Okay? So here she is, pregnant, now obviously single, and her baby dad is with the man. Now, after she confronted him with this, he denied it, of course. He denied, of course. And so she has the baby. They go for a period of time without talking or seeing each other like that, and then one day he just pops back up in her life. At this point, we don't graduated from high school, you know, and so he pops back up. Okay, they get back together, they move in, they get their first apartment together. A month after moving into the apartment, she catches him in a bed with a guy. Not the same dude, a different dude.
You are gay. Nigga, you gotta go. The fuck is wrong with you?
And so when I seen this, and when I seen the video, and I seen the comments and things like that, I get it, right? If you are a man that's into other men, or a woman that's into other women, you should disclose that information to your partner, whoever you sleeping with. Everybody else, it is none of their fucking business. If they're not fucking you, then it's not their business, okay? But if you have somebody that you are actively having sex with, you should let them know that you're bisexual, or that you like what you like. Be honest about it, at least to the person that you're sleeping with, okay? And I think that men shouldn't be so scared to come out of the closet and tell their truth and live in their truth, because it's a lot of women that like them some bisexual niggas. If you hear bitches talking about something they eating a nigga ass, that nigga probably like a little bit more than your tongue in his ass. That's all I'm saying. A lot of these niggas be trisexual as fuck. So, and it's a lot of women who are accepting of that. But you have to let a person know what you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Let them know what type of lifestyle you live. Give a person an option. Okay? But also, I feel like part of the reason why a lot of men don't feel okay coming out of the closet, because it's like, or expressing themselves honestly about how they are sexually, I feel like they're so afraid because they are being bashed and humiliated and made to feel like it's disgusting for loving or liking who they are. I don't think it's fair. Because if the bride had been sitting there rubbing all on a bridesmaid like that, like that, nobody would have thought twice. We can't, you know, be pots calling the kettles black when it comes to shit. And so I just don't like the fact that in this situation he's been villainized, when you can tell that this woman already knows the deal with this man. She knows what kind of man she got. That's their relationship. Just like Danielle knew what kind of man she had. She may not have known initially, but once she got that red flag, because there's always something that's going to tell you what you need to know. Once she got that red flag, she should have made her discernment then. If she felt like she couldn't handle him having that kind of lifestyle, she should have made that discernment then. But she walked herself into the kind of pain that she walked herself into because she played in denial. But not only did she play into denial, he played into denial. He wasn't honest about what he really liked it, and she wasn't honest with herself either. And that's the moral of the story, folks. Y'all stay out of these motherfucking people business. People be knowing what the fuck they got. Ain't nobody... You what? Listen, motherfucker play fool. But God has blessed us all with a little thing called intuition. Okay? You know when something ain't right. You know when something ain't right. But at the same token, motherfuckers need to be honest about who they are and how they chose to live at the same time. It's no excuses to be had. Be honest about who you are. Okay? But yeah, child, I just had to spill that little story, child, because I mean, it's a lot of situations, weird situations that I've witnessed over time when it came to this whole DL situation. That's why I could tell y'all, like, look, be honest. Honesty is the best policy. Ain't nobody got no heaven and hell to put you in. You a grown motherfucker. Anything you do or say, you can live and stand in that, because who the fuck gonna whoop your ass? You gonna be who you gonna be. And regardless to what you do in life, people are always gonna have something nasty to say about you. So if you worried about how motherfuckers feel about you, they gonna always feel some kind of way about you. They talked about Jesus and he died on the cross for us and shed blood for our sins. And they still talked about him, still talk about him to this day in a negative light. So who are you? You could be doing all the best things in the world, but motherfuckers only gonna remember the negative. So if your sexuality is something, another burden that you holding on to, trying to keep it quiet, then release your motherfucking self. Cause who gives a fuck? Okay? But yeah, y'all. Child, that's about it. I just had, a few things I wanted to rant about a little bit. So that was pretty much the gist of this video, y'all. I am currently working on my episode, Baddies Midwest episode 12 recap. And so I'll have that out for you guys soon. Also, Hood Table Talk. Okay. So for those of you who are new here, I am working on a project. I have another podcast called Hood Table Talk. It's Bernicia and Mr. B, my co-host. Okay. So we're basically trying to bring together the male and the female dynamic. Okay. I feel like in these days and ages, there's too much of a divide between males and females. It's the women anti-men, it's the men anti-women, and I feel like there has to be some way for us to hear each other. Okay. So this is me as a woman and Mr. B as a man, and we will have a lot of different guests as well coming in to join us. But it's basically like we discuss real world topics, real world news, and we discuss these things from a feminine and a masculine perspective. Okay. We have we go back and forth to meet each other halfway. I think those conversations that we have are interesting, are good to have, and also I want the men to feel included. Okay. So yeah, I got episode 3 we're gonna be dropping soon. Okay. So you guys just be on the lookout for that. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, the like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Okay. With that being said, I love you guys. Deuces.